Hello, everybody. Brad Pointer here with another reaction to a Rush song that I have heard before. This is Cut to the Chase from the Counterparts album, and we are rapidly making our way to the end of the Rush songs that I have not listened to with you guys. So, the elephant in the room, I've been very ill for a couple of weeks. I apologize for the lack of videos. I got the COVID. Got COVID, 19 and a half or, 19 3/4. I don't know. It was rough. Still not 100% recovered, but I am back to work. Just still a lot of lung things, some difficulty in not coughing. But hopefully we'll keep that to a minimum today while we're here. And thank you guys for bearing with me and being patient. So Cut to the Chase. It's a great song. Let's jump in and listen to it, and you guys can see it's a great song too.
It is the fire that lights itself, but it burns with a restless flame. The arrow on a moving target, the archer must be sure of his aim. It is the engine that drives itself, but it chooses the uphill climb. A bearing on magnetic north, growing farther away all the time. Can't stop moving. Can't stop moving.
Love the way Neil come in there.
Can't stop. You may be right. It's all a waste of time. I guess that's just a chance I'm prepared to take. A danger I'm prepared to face. Cut to the chase. Just a danger I'm prepared to face. Cut to the chase.
Now this is in the time of alternative. So this is from 92, 93, 91, something like that. It's somewhere in there. And the music scene had changed. Nirvana had come out. Grunge was rolling around. The alternative rock scene was really taking off. And you can tell that Rush was like, ooh, that's cool. Let's throw our hat into that ring. Because they always did that. I mean, new wave synth came out and they were like, ooh, let's make subdivisions, let's do crazy stuff. And they always did that kind of thing. And the thing is they killed it with this one. I love this song. So just keep that in mind, is that's the era that they were throwing this out into, is the post Nirvana world.
It is the rocket that ignites itself and launches its way to the stars. A driver on the busy freeway, racing the oblivious cars. It's a motor of the Western world, spinning off to every extreme. Pure as a lover's desire, evil as a murderer's dream. Can't stop moving. Can't stop moving.
With the Hammond.
Can't stop. You may be right. It's all a waste of time. I guess that's just a chance I'm prepared to take. A danger I'm prepared to face. Cut to the chase. things used to be. I'm out to remember the future. The past has no claim on me. I'm old enough not to care too much about what you think of me. But I'm out to remember the future, the way things ought to be. Cut to the chase. You may be right. It's all a waste of time. I guess that's just a chance I'm prepared to take. A danger I'm prepared to face. Cut to the chase. What kind of difference can one person make? Cut to the chase. You may be right. It's all a waste of time. I guess that's just a chance I'm prepared to take. A danger I'm prepared to face. Cut to the chase. What kind of difference can one person make? Cut to the chase.
Dude. I mean, come on. You know, give me a break. Those guys, they'd been a an actively touring band for almost 20 years at that point. Maybe around, right around 20 years. They had been out touring, just killing it. And they are constantly have their pulse on what's going on, but not to copy it, to bring it into their sound, like evolve their sound further. Like, okay, this is what people are listening to now. It's great. We love it. Let's see what we can do with it. And, man, I mean, and my favorite thing is that they didn't ditch the guitar solo like a lot of the alternative bands, Nirvana and your guys like that essentially killed the technical guitar solo in the 90s. I mean, listen to that guitar tone that Alex had during his solo. It's just, just such a, I almost want to say pure, but it's not. It's just this, I don't know, man, just this fuzzy, the distortion on it is just, I don't know, indescribable. But it was still, when we listened to this, me and my guitar player sat down, bought this tape, threw it in our component unit, our big component stereo, with the big honking speakers, and just cranked it. The neighbors listened to Rush that day too, and man, we were just freaking dumbfounded, and my guitar player was so excited because the keyboards had taken such a back seat compared to where they were in Presto, and even in Roll the Bones. Even in Roll the Bones, the keyboards were still out there, and kind of not dominant, but they were much more front and center. Where here there's a little Hammond in the background and there's some pads going on, but it's definitely not the 80s keyboard heavy Rush that we all love as well. This is something different. This is much heavier. I mean, and the chord changes, they're not your standard, what was going on at the time chord changes. It's still very Rush. It's still a very Rush song, even with their incorporation of the modern sound of the time. Man, we just sat there and with our jaws on the floor looking at one another like we were stupid. I mean, Animate, first song on the thing, I'm just like, okay, I'm sold. Here we go. You know, this is going to be the best thing ever. And it is. It's probably top 5 Rush albums for me, just because of the just how their sound had evolved, and their but it had yet was still Rush. You know, it was still the spirit of Rush was still in the music. The attention to detail, the technicality was all still there, just with, you know, just with a little bit different mix, you know, just with a little bit different way of doing it and a little different way of writing, but it's still them, man. Anyway, I will now cut to the chase and we will end this video. Thank you guys so much once again. I apologize for my absence. I'm going to record as many as I can today before I wear out. But man, I hated it. Believe me. I missed you guys. I missed the interaction. And you guys are awesome. So thank you. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.